So today, my speech is going to be on freedom. Freedom is a loaded word. When you say freedom, what does it mean to you? What kind of feelings does freedom conjure up? Freedom is something that we've been searching for since the dawn of man. Everyone is searching for some type of freedom. In this country, in America, freedom is marketed as something where you come here and you can do whatever you like. You have the freedom to make money, the freedom to say what you like, the freedom to do what you like. Well, let me give you some meanings. This is from Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Freedom, the absence of necessity, coercion, or constraint in choice or action, which means you should have the ability to do whatever you like, to say whatever you like. Another meaning, the quality of being frank, open, or outspoken. I know some of us know people like that. They say whatever they want, regardless if it's going to hurt your feelings or not. And also, freedom is the power or right to act or speak or think as you want. So, freedom is a political concept in this country, right? So, we search for freedom. We come here, many people come here in search of something better than themselves. But the freedom that I want to talk about today is freedom of your spirit, freedom of your mind. Right now, everyone is free to do something, right? If you don't like me, you can get up and leave. You have the freedom to walk out, but why don't you? So, in essence, we're not all free, because freedom isn't free. There are restrictions to it. You can't walk out right now because you may hurt my feelings. You can't say whatever you like because somebody might put you in jail. You can't do whatever you like because you might go to jail. But there are people who express themselves, absolutely. You know, and there are people who do things that they're not supposed to do, and they experience absolute freedom. It's called, I think, self-actualization. You get to the highest level where you're totally free. So, an example, I believe, of freedom, a free spirit, right? We all know Dennis Rodman, right? So Dennis Rodman, he went on the Oprah show one time, and he told a story to Oprah about how he was sitting in his car with a shotgun in his hand, ready to blow his brains out. And before that, Dennis Rodman looked like me when I had hair. After that situation, we all know how Dennis Rodman looked. He dyed his hair, pierced his nose, and he even wore a dress to his own wedding. Dennis Rodman was experiencing freedom of his spirit, freedom of his mind. But it came at a price anyway, because people criticized him. People say, well, he was this type of person, he was that type of person. So what I'm saying is, freedom is a concept where we market it as something great, but it's not absolute. It comes at a price. Freedom isn't free. So even in my experiences growing up, I wasn't free, because you have individuals in your life who tell you what to do. They control your mind. You don't have the freedom to think. You don't have the freedom to be who you want to be. I remember I wanted to do engineering out of high school, and my parents said that that's not going to be anything. I actually wanted to do robotics engineering. He was like, my father was like, nah, man, that's nothing. Become a lawyer or a doctor or something. So, and we experience all these things. We're not free to choose. We're influenced by others. But even coming up here on the stage, just feeling free to be who I am is difficult. I did an experiment recently where I was walking down the street. I said, let me go outside. Let me try to be free in my spirit. So I was loosening my body. I was walking down the street like this, real loose, just real casual, just loose. And I felt free in my mind. I started saying hi to people. I started, doing things that I wouldn't normally do. And I felt free. So I just want to say to everyone here that freedom comes at a price. Freedom isn't free. We have people going across the seas to fight for our freedom. And the idea of freedom that we have is not really what it is. There are two different types of freedom. There's freedom in action, but there's freedom in spirit of your mind. You control your mind. Someone might control what you say, but you can control what you have in here. And everyone has a free spirit inside. We all have something inside that we want to let out. And I want to say to you, be free to let it out, because if you're free and you let out what's inside of you, you possibly may become the most successful person that you want to be. You can be your best person. So don't be afraid to let out that flower inside you. All have this flower that's ready to bloom. Don't be afraid to let it out. Be who you want to be. If you want to act crazy, act crazy. If you want to say something silly, say something silly. Don't worry too much about what people are going to think. I'm standing in front of you here, and if I'm not free, I'm worried about how you're looking at me. Like, what are they thinking about me? Is my speech good? Why are they looking at me so funny? Why are they not smiling? But then, why should I care about that? My mind is supposed to be free. So everyone, please be free. Don't care. Don't worry about what anyone says. Experience absolute freedom in your mind. You control that. Thank you.